Hi, my name is Shahriar Abdulaziz and I'm doing bachelor's in CIT and minor in computer security at Rochester Institute of Technology, Dubai. I'm working with my professor, Dr. Khalil Al-Husseini, who is a professor of computing at RIT, and in collaboration with Dr. Maysam Mohammadi, who is a data scientist at CSIRO, Australia. While studying for my data mining class, I realized the importance of data privacy and how it concerns us for our everyday lives. Talking to my professor, he introduced me to many research papers and eventually got me involved in this line of research. And I realized how important this line of research is for practical issues and how laws now mandate privacy, such as the GDPR, where companies are mandated by law to protect user privacy. And this is where I realized that I'm really interested in this topic and would like to get into this line of research. Let me introduce to you our project that we've been working on, titled A Multi-View Approach for Anonymizing Outsourced Data. The problem we face today with the advent of big data and corporations solely based on profiting off user data is that we need laws to mandate and protect users from such vicious practices. We've seen time and time again how companies gathering a lot of user data have abused and sold user data to governments and other entities for self-needs. To enforce laws to protect users from big corporations and the like, we need to develop good and efficient anonymization techniques that can help implement them. The problem is that with completely anonymized data, it becomes absolutely useless for data analysis. We need to find an equilibrium where the data is as anonymized as possible while still retaining its value for analysis. The way outsourcing has traditionally worked is that an organization who holds a lot of user data will send it off to a third-party entity who can then process and analyze it for patterns. The problem here arises when the third party can just sell that data without user consent to anyone under the table. We need to hold these parties liable, and if they cannot be held liable, we need to secure and anonymize data such that they cannot be used by anybody outside the organization. To solve this problem, we hope to use two main steps: anonymization and multi-view. As for anonymization, we will use cryptographic algorithms to synthesize numeric values and IP addresses. And we will use data privacy models such as k-anonymity and differential privacy. As for multi-view, we've coined this term to represent the generation of subsets of the input dataset with varying levels of truthfulness. This renders the data useless for any external entity. In secure outsourcing, the organization with the user data will generate multiple views and outsource them for analysis. When the analysis results come back, the organization will be able to select the true results. We use Python to implement our proposed algorithms. And to evaluate our methods, we use a publicly available dataset called the adult dataset. One of the main objectives of our experiments is to measure the impact of privacy on data usefulness. We notice that the more privacy we enforce, the less useful the data becomes. One of the other objectives of our experiments is to evaluate the efficiency of our proposed algorithms. To do that, we measure runtime, which is the time taken for our algorithms to generate all the views. We notice that the more usefulness we wish to retain, the longer time our algorithms take to generate all the views. In conclusion, I'd really like to thank you all for listening. I've been working on this project for 8 months now, and it's been a really thrilling experience, and I really hope that we can get this published. Thank you.